UK, it's 10 a.m. Eastern. Hello, Fonz.
Hi.
Right, and we're here today live with Anything Goes, but you're actually on the go.
Yeah, I'm on a train back from Cambridge.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm from the city centre.
All right, it's not left the station yet.
No, it has. Yeah, I'm moving now.
Ah, okay. That's quite a good signal, considering that you're actually travelling.
Yeah.
All right, and I was just checking something. We are live, which is good. Right. Okay. Anything goes now. Are you able to play it? Say hello to Cheryl, and Cheryl's saying good day to everyone. And if anybody wants to join us on camera, you can type guest. And right, okay. Question from Cheryl Fonz: where are you travelling to?
Back to where I live.
Okay.
I've just finished what I'm doing. I'm back on the way home now.
Right. So this is Anything Goes on a train.
Yeah, you can see some of my view.
Yep. Yeah, I've got your full screen at the moment.
So this is the train journey from Cambridge to where it ends up at London's King's Cross, but I'm not going that far.
Oh, so it's intercity.
Yeah.
But you're heading south.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm heading towards where I live. One of the little villages just outside Cambridge. Got some sheep.
All right.
Lots of fields.
Okay. Seem to be picking up speed.
Yeah. Yeah, getting a bit faster now. This is straight through to the next village, Foxton. So it's a straight through bit.
All right. And Cheryl saying she can't send any hearts or likes because she's in Facebook jail, and can't share either. So we wish you a short stay in jail, Cheryl. And yeah, Facebook are doing are really getting difficult. Would be a good word. Yeah.
Yeah, they did something to my page. I just shared something, and it was a normal thing to do with history, and they said this is breaking terms and conditions or something.
I think at the moment, if you use the word share anywhere, you're going to get caught by the bots and told to desist. There's certain words that they're actually tracking for in all posts. It's all automated, and you can ask for a manual review.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a
Yeah, certain things.
It's a sledgehammer to crack a nut.
They just need some guy who's got no life to sit in the corner just searching everything.
Charles agreeing that Facebook is over the top.
That's what I was going to ask you. On my show on Friday, I did a thing about Eddie Cochrane. He was killed not far from where you live, in Wiltshire.
Oh. Whereabouts?
In a car crash. I don't know. I can't remember now off the top of my head. But his car, he was in a taxi and the tyre blew and he got flung from the car and killed. You have to look it up because it's close to you. There's actually to the point where he died.
Okay, well, I'll check that out, and I'll see if I can. Yeah, he died in St Martin's Hospital, Bath. Yeah. Which is not too far away. Angelica's going to Bath on Thursday, but she's helping youngsters with German, not sightseeing, but
not looking for where Eddie Cochrane was killed.
Yeah. Eddie and his great friend Jean Vincent have been touring the UK since mid-January on a package tour. that created
right.
the sensation. All right, okay, it's going on the back history and the final show.
Are you looking? Are you on Wikipedia?
I'm on BBC site, BBC.
If you look on Wikipedia,
Bristol.
it tells the location on the side.
Okay. Just a minute. I'll go to Wikipedia. This is a live show. Bear with us, folks. And Wikipedia, I'm going, and it's loading. And Bath, in Bath. Yeah, which is only about 25 miles away.
Yeah.
And Cheryl sneaked a like, which is good. Good, right.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was so close to where you are. I know he was on tour. Actually, he'd not long got over the death of Buddy Holly, Richie Valance, who was good friends with.
Yeah.
And then went on. He was only 21 and in his car crash.
Too young, much too young.
So yeah, he was the only one who died.
Yeah.
Because he got flung from the car.
Okay.
George Martin.
He of the Beatles? No. Right. And Cheryl saying she loves Summertime Blues. Okay. And I think we've lost you, Fonz. Can you just... Yes, we've lost Fonz. Okay. Right. It's time for a choice then, whilst we wait for Fonz to come back. He's on the train heading home from Cambridge, but I'm going to go full screen now. And we have a quiz this week. And what I'm going to go for is, shall we go for 1980 albums, 1981 songs? Let's go for 1981 songs. So cast your mind back to 1981, and we're going to play the quiz. And the first question is, who had a hit song with How About Us? Was it Stevie Wonder, Champagne, ABBA, or Christopher Cross? I'm going to leave that on screen. I'm going to go screen in screen so you can actually see that I'm live here. And Fonz is back. So I'm going to bring Fonz back. I'm going to bring the photograph back. And we're going to put the quiz at the top. Right, okay, we're sorted. Right. This week's Chris Fonz is from 1981. And, yep. No sound. Oh, right, you have no you're talking. Right, okay.
Yeah, no idea. No idea to that one.
Well, your four choices are, the song is How About Us, and it's Stevie Wonder, Champagne, ABBA, or Christopher Cross. And it's at this point we say, where's Kelly when you need him?
Yeah, Champagne.
Because our friend, you're going to go for Champagne.
Yeah.
Okay. We're plumping for Champagne. I'm going to go, I can only click one, but I would have gone Stevie Wonder. But what do I know? All right, and question 2, for your eyes only.
That's
John Lennon, Sheena Easton, Barbra Streisand, or Blondie?
I know that one, Sheena Easton.
Okay. And third question that will come back to us. All right, even I know this one.
Yeah.
Woman, it's John Lennon, Sheena Easton, REO Speedwagon, or Rick James?
That was too easy.
Well, somebody in the audience might know. And Charles said Champagne too, and it was a great song. And Charles going for Sheena Easton on this one. Just a minute. Let's go back. Woman by Sheena Easton. We're going for John Lennon, aren't we?
Yeah, it's a double fantasy.
But we'll take Sheena Easton, and that's one to us then, Fonz.
Yeah. I've got to pop off. I've got to pop off for a minute because I'm just getting off the train, and I'll be back.
Okay, all good. Right. Okay. Yeah, and correct, John Lennon. Very good. Okay, so we're just waiting for Fonz to return. He's getting off the train at the moment, near to his hometown. He's been travelling from Cambridge on a train down to London, and he should be back with us momentarily. In the meantime, we can have one more question, and the question is: who had a hit song with the river? Was it Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, Bruce Springsteen, Olivia Newton-John, or Kim Carnes? I'll leave that one there for a moment and reawait. And Robert's joined us. Hello, Robert. We've lost a viewer count, so no idea, but Cheryl, we're keeping things going. Thank you. And Sheena was number 2. All good. And going to remove that from screen. Okay, so the question that we're on at the moment, question for the moment is: who had a hit with the river? Was it Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, Bruce Springsteen, Olivia Newton-John, or Kim Carnes? I'll give you a moment. All right, okay. And Charles going for Bruce Springsteen. And I'm going to take that as being the answer. And I'm going to click Bruce Springsteen. And you're correct, Charles. Brilliant. Okay, right. We'll come back to that later in the show. I'll just drop it down there for a moment. And you're batting very well there, Charles. Right, okay. Now, anything goes on this show. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. But there are things that we are promoting over the coming weeks. And one of those is Don't Stream and Drive Day. And Don't Stream and Drive Day is on April 16th in the UK. There is a similar event run by Mitch Jackson. This is the UK version. This is year 4. And what we're looking to do is for people to actually tweet out and share Facebook posts on April 16th from your own Twitter account, from your own Facebook account. And we've set up in Messenger the ability to actually join in. And all you need to do, he said, is to go to the Don't Stream and Drive landing page and quite simply just say hello. And Fonz is, well, we're going to give a guided tour now of a station. Over to Fonz in a minute. Okay, I'll come back to Don't Stream and Drive later. Fonz, it's over to you.
Yeah, no, I'm out the station. I'm now walking.
All right, you're outside the station.
No, I'm just walking down the stairs. This train station's got no lift, which is ridiculous for disabled people.
It is.
Yeah, they've got no lift.
This day and age.
Yeah, no lift. Oh, how bad's that? But around me, loads of.
Right, so where are we?
What location?
Yep.
Meldriff, this is.
Right, okay.
So that's all around me. That's a train station up there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some trees, nice trees. And lots of farmland.
Yep.
So, walking along the pathway here. So, out in the country, from the city centre to the country.
Great contrast. And it's only a few miles away, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't even take 15 minutes on the train.
Yep.
So I know I live outside in the village, just for a couple of quid, get into Cambridge on a train.
Yep.
You can't go wrong with that, can you?
Not really, no. No. Public transport works quite well.
Yeah. And once you get to Cambridge, £1 on the bus to the city centre.
Yeah.
People say a lot of people say it's expensive to get around Cambridge. Not really, not if you look at it like that. It depends. Really, it's more expensive to live in Cambridge. That's why That's why I don't live in Cambridge.
Yeah, the house prices in Cambridge, I can imagine, are quite high.
Yeah. Indeed, yeah. You've got to have a mortgage to get a mortgage. Yeah, you have to sell. You have to sell your family and your family's house and your family's
Right.
property, and probably
Now,
sell your kid and probably sell your kids.
now there's somebody who watched.
Just to
Sorry.
get a studio flat
Yeah, without a view.
without view. Yeah, with the window
Yeah.
blocked up, and mould around the edges everywhere. God.
Right. Now, somebody who watched the show last week, but they didn't watch it until Monday of this week, so they found us yesterday,
Yeah.
said that what we really should be doing is we should have a radio show.
A radio show.
This would work well on radio.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I've taken the next best thing to that at the moment. There is a podcast of this show, which is on iTunes and on Stitcher and on Anchor FM. And if you want to listen to the show whilst you're on the move, if you go to any of those, then you'll find a podcast with Fonz and I chatting away.
Do I get royalties for that?
You get eternal gratitude.
Well, just as good.
Yeah, it's. I mean, he's basically promoting the show.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know you're teasing. Yeah, and so podcast, you can find us everywhere, and each show will be available as a podcast the day after we've done the broadcast.
Oh,
And
cool.
Shirley's saying she's on her way to an appointment, and we'll watch the replay from there. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Sending much love to you all, and we send our love to.
Here you go.
Cheryl.
This is a bit. Wonder where your turkeys come from. This is the turkey. This is the turkey place. So you come past here.
Yeah.
I can't. My lead's not long enough to reach over, but they keep all turkeys in there, and basically that's where they sell turkeys, which end up in Tesco's and things. Oh, here we go.
All right.
It's a big turkey farm. Not a fan of it myself because they're all ram-packed in there, but it gives you know places like this is where they come from, and it really humdings around here in the hot weather.
Yeah, I can imagine it's not very pleasant living close to it.
No, I don't live close to it, luckily. But anybody who does, yeah, I do feel sorry for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not great.
All right. And we say hello to Gospel. Nice to see you. And come back to the two of us. Now, we're doing a broadcast next Tuesday, aren't we? This time next Tuesday, broadcasting for charity with Fonz, myself, and Brigitte Limbanda. And the broadcast starts at 10 a.m. Eastern through to 2 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be highlighting charities who contacted us since our last show in February. And if you have a charity that you support, then contact myself or Fonz or Brigitte, and we'll highlight them on the show. All we need is the link and your short description of why you support them and why they are worthy of greater awareness. We've got charities in South Africa, in the UK, and in the US and Canada, all of whom will be promoted on the show. It's not about donations, it's about helping, and the show is to highlight areas in which we can help.
And if you want to give a donation, that's just an added extra.
Oh, yeah.
That's the cream on a coffee.
It is. And what Brigitte's found is that the charities who appeared on the first show enjoyed the experience and are looking forward to being on the second show too.
Yeah.
And
I keep forgetting his name, poor bloke. The guy that does Stroke TV.
Aaron.
I was watching one of his shows about his about his day-to-day life, and I don't think he realised who I was. He was asking me about my stroke, and I said, "No, I haven't had a stroke." No, I was on the thingy, and he realised, and he thanked me for live on air, thanking. He got quite emotional about it. I like thanking us for what we did. So it really does help, and it shows there's people out there that need to get their word out, really. And
it does. And we're actually bringing everybody together.
That's right.
And right, okay, and party started. I'll tell you why in a moment. And Gospel is saying she hopes you had an awesome birthday yesterday, Fonz.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, 21.
When you reach
20.
the grand old age. No, we're not going to tell your age, but it's between 39 and 41.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, life begins at it. That's the clue. That's what they say.
Oh, it does. It does. I can attest to that from memory. And the party started because we've got Kelly with us as well.
Yeah.
And yes, Fonz is out and about. And Fonz is out and about in Meldreth.
No, Melbourne now.
All right. Okay. Hang on. Let me catch.
You go under the bridge and you cross over villages.
Okay, just a minute then. Let me catch up. And I've got to get it right. I want to actually spell it with an E.
Yeah, I know. Everybody does.
But I won't. I stopped myself spelling that with an E then. So Melbourne, Cambridgeshire.
No, Australia. There ain't no dingoes out here.
Look, if you're in Australia at the moment, the sun will be blazing down. It's the middle of summer.
When it be night time? When it will be night time there?
And it will be dark. Yes, it will be decidedly dark. It's probably dark.
If I'm in Melbourne, Australia at the moment, it's a backward eclipse.
Yeah, and Kelly's celebrating the fact that you're just a young guy, really. There you are.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was going to say something, but my birthday, 18th March. Interesting connection. Yep. You must remember Neville Chamberlain, the Prime Minister.
Thank you for that. It was before my time, but carry on.
Yeah, no, I mean, you must know who.
I know who he is, yeah.
I mean, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. His name's Chamberlain, and we're actually born 110 years apart on the same day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. How weird's that? That's kind of...
Yeah.
He died in 1940, and I'm worried now that I've got to make this year out.
I think he had a very good innings, Fonz. I don't think...
No, I mean, the ironic thing is that both born on the 18th of March, he died in 1940, and I died at 40. No, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean, yeah.
I think he's a very misunderstood person as well, at the end of the day, isn't it?
Well, there's a famous photograph of him getting off a plane.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
With a piece of paper.
Yeah, peace in our times.
Yeah, having just flown back from Germany.
Yeah, Nuremberg,
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, he was scared of... Like me, that's another thing. He was terrified of flying. That's the first time he ever got in a plane as well. That's another weird thing. I didn't know that. And another weird connection to him, Kennedy's assassination.
63,
Yeah, he was known as the Umbrella Man because he always carried an umbrella. And in one of his assassination photos, there's somebody standing in the background on a hot day holding an umbrella up, and called the Umbrella Man. They named it. I think they found out who it was. But It's weird, those little connections. That's conspiracy stuff again.
Life's coincidence.
It was aliens. Yeah.
There's no aliens about Fonz, you. Melbourne doesn't have aliens, doesn't it?
I don't know. You don't live in Melbourne. You just start believing it if you... I hope nobody from Melbourne's watching.
Okay.
If they are, it's not you I'm talking about. It's the people that's not you. That's a disclaimer.
Gotcha.
It's ones that look like aliens.
Right, there's going to be a big march in London this Saturday.
Yeah, it is March in London.
Yep.
We're not quite April yet.
No, but there's a People's March in London, which takes place on Saturday. Now, the last People's March had 740,000 people going through the streets of London,
Wow.
The march this Saturday is expecting over 1 million people. There are coaches travelling down from all of the country. There are even trains being hired.
Wow. Do you know what we need to do? Do you know what we need to do? Me and you need to go down to London with loads of leaflets for the shows and just hand them out to people.
Well, I'm actually going to be there.
Take your leaflets with you. Take leaflets. Here you go. Listen to this. Watch this. Tune in here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll think about that. I mean, primary purpose is to actually say that we want to stay in the EU. So there'll be 1 million people watching, and you'll catch it on BBC or CNBC or.
Might get to see you in the crowd.
Well, it's one of those strange events. 1 million people there. We're trying to meet up with people that we know from Facebook and in real life, and it's very difficult to actually arrange a meeting place that you're actually going to get access to.
Yeah.
So we're arranging meetings with people that we do know. All right, okay. And why are 1 million people marching? It's basically
The old Grand Duke of York.
No, we're not going up the hill.
That's only 10,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is 1 million. The march on Saturday is people who want to stay in the European Union, in the EU. We voted for Remain, and this is our final chance to show how many people actually are still, at this stage, hopeful that we remain in the EU. And it's going to be a combination of a day out and a march and hopefully a celebration of the cause.
Yeah.
Right now, that's next question. All right, okay. Questions coming up. Over to you, Fonz. You've no coat on today, Fonz. Are we going to 70?
No, I've got wearing me pink. It's quite warm, although it looks dark. I am really hot. But it's all the walking. When you're walking so much, you to wear a big coat on.
Yeah.
Just too much sometimes. I was going to say something about you know these old TV programs. They look at like the 1960s and 1970s. Look back on them. You imagine in years to come, they're going to have one of 2000. What year are we in? 2000. God, what 2019? Yeah, that's the one. They're going to look back at that, and that's going to be the biggest thing in the news, isn't it? This. Like
it is. Hopefully for the right reasons too. And there's a question coming from Gospel, and the Gospel question is, will I go live? Everybody who's attending the event has been told that there is no chance of getting a signal anywhere.
Deliberate? Is that deliberate?
No, it's not. It's not. Well, you could go down that route. It could be in the press. There are so many.
There you go. Let's start a conspiracy. It's deliberate because I want people to stay in.
There are so many people that it's impossible to go live using. Without Wi-Fi.
I tell you, it's not. It's a conspiracy. They're doing it deliberately, so you can't go live, and it's aliens. And they want us to leave. They want us to leave.
I'm on a charger, so I'm going to probably go into a Starbucks that's got Wi-Fi and broadcast sitting down, have a cup of coffee, and talk about it.
And then you'll be saying, "No, told you. We can broadcast from. It's not conspiracy, and it's not aliens."
But you can't go live during the march because.
No, sorry. No, I know what you mean. Somebody will make it into a conspiracy, though. Somebody will.
Where in London is the march? I'll find you a link, Gospel. We're trying to find out what the final route is, but we know it ends up near Parliament in that area. So if you're looking for a list of places to avoid, then that would be basically most of central London. And it's probably going to take us 4 or 5 hours to walk 2 or 3 miles.
Oh, there you go. Here's a bit of a word of a thingy. While I'm walking along here, you should never paint. Remember, ages ago when I did a walk around Melbourne, about saying about painting the wall white. It would be a stupid idea to paint it white.
You proved right, haven't you?
Yeah, silly
That
painting.
was totally repainted them bright white.
Yeah, should have painted it not black neither, because they're pretty spray, but a colour that's like not so easy to do that to.
Well,
I think when you paint it white, you're asking for it to be graffiti, isn't you?
well, that's it.
It's like it's like a big sign saying "Please spray paint here" when it's bright white. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's so many different colours you could choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's like government cutbacks and all that, and things like that. They don't fill any potholes or anything, but come on, they can splash down a bit of paint that's not white.
True. And Gospel is avoiding London in general this Saturday. It's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old London.
I mean, I'm just hoping that everything goes back. And obviously, there is a protest march as well.
Yeah.
Running parallel to this march. And then, of course, you've got to get the coach back.
I'll tell you some interesting things connected to Cambridge and London. The chimes of Big Ben are actually stolen from Great St Mary's Church in Cambridge. Great St Mary had them first. They're actually specifically, the chimes are actually specifically written for Great St Mary's, but Big Ben copied them. And Big Ben, everybody looks at it, it really winds me up. You know, from an historian point of view, like everything has
that's a good one. It's a clock. It winds you up. I got that. Yeah.
No. Yeah. I didn't know I said that. That's actually quite good. That wasn't on purpose.
It's a story you were saying.
Yeah, that actually wasn't on purpose, but that's quite good. I said that without thinking, you see. I'm so used to doing innuendos. What was it I was saying now? Yeah. Everybody looks up at it and goes, oh, look, there's Big Ben. It's not Big Ben, it's Elizabeth Tower. The bell inside's called Big Ben.
Yep.
That's indeed. That really grinds at me from an historian point of view.
Yeah, on every single news bulletin, it's always described as Big Ben.
Yeah,
I'm not hoping to see it on Saturday.
It's Elizabeth Tower. So if anybody goes, oh, look, it's Big Ben. No, don't tell Fonz that. Just don't. But no, the chimes are from Great St Mary's in Cambridge.
Right.
I'm going to have to get in the warmer weather. I'll take a walk up there. I live here, and show around from the top. Hopefully, I won't drop my phone over the edge. If I do, then you'll be tumbling down from Great St Mary's live as it happens. But no, it's a lovely view. I'll see if I can get it on video.
Right. Okay, so where are you now?
Melbourne. Walking towards my house.
Okay.
Where I live in Stevenage. Disguising where I live. I don't get loads of Fonz spotters around. Oh dear. Yeah. It's
about Big Ben. Gospel's saying she thinks people just don't know any better.
What about?
Big Ben.
Oh right, yeah. But that's what. If you've got it news at 10 or whatever saying Big Ben or whatever, then it's what the mainstream media is telling you it is, and you're going by that. There's a lot of history facts that I learned at school that are actually, I can't think of them off the top of my head, that actually were incorrect. So not everything you've told is actually correct. Or as time goes by, the other thing is that they discovered they weren't right in the first place, and they correct it.
It gets revised.
Yeah. So really, history, but long time ago history, like, is only they only piece it together by information that's recovered from the time period. So not everything is 100% spot on. It's only by what they know and from information that they've recovered from that time period.
And it depends a lot on point of view.
Oh yeah, as well, yeah. But there's a lot of conspiracy that Elizabeth I was actually died young and replaced with a boy that looked female, and that's why she never had children. But, I mean, is this? Yeah, I mean, there's that's the story that's going about, but it doesn't mean it's true. But then again, it might be true. You don't know. So there's always disputing somewhere. You never actually know things like that 100%.
True. And breaking news. Kelly is advising us that England could run out of water in 25 years because of climate change.
Where?
England, us.
We've got loads of water around us. We're an island.
Too much rain. No, it's
Wow.
It's,
what year is that?
yeah. I'll just read it again. England could run out of water in just 25 years because of climate change.
Wow. How old have I been? 25. That's 50, 60. I'll be retired then anyway.
You still need water. Yeah, I mean, our water system is Victorian. I mean, it's Victorians who, yeah.
You know, in Cambridge, I didn't have no water originally. It was a guy called Thomas Hobson. If I say Hobson's Choice, you probably know the connection, but it was him because he used to rent out horses. It was the first choice or no choice, basically. And that's where Hobson's Choice come from. And he actually paid for the water to be put into Cambridge, through to the city centre.
Yeah, good.
And it used to run in I'll have to show, I don't know if I have showed you in the past show, that all the drainage next to the curb, they had a ducket thing that it ran down and just watch it go past as it ran down into the conduit in the city centre. Which was, I don't know if I've showed that to you before. If not, I'll have to show it to you. And on Queen Victoria's coronation, they actually filled it with champagne. So, I'll have to show that at some point.
Yep. Okay.
Looks like it's going to rain now.
Yeah, well, we get plenty of rain, but if we have to take action.
Oh yeah, we know it's not
preserve the water that we have.
Oh, definitely, yeah, Cheers. Sorry, someone's talking to me at the same time.
All right, okay.
I'm getting stopped in the street. It's the locals saying happy birthday to me. It's the locals saying happy birthday to me. Or the locals. You were saying about water, yeah.
Small village. In a small village, everybody knows everybody, don't they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like a little community.
Yeah.
If somebody's not out and about, knock on the door to see if they're okay. And
that's how it used to be.
Yeah, but it's a bit like that around here. And if they're not okay, you just rob them blind. No joke. That's the modern version. No, it's quite good. Quite good. But you do get it in small locations, though, don't you? Small areas.
Yeah, you do. And Gospel is saying 25 years. Wow. And as I'm reading this, Fonz disappears right on cue. I'll read that when he gets back. Gospel. Okay. So signal went. Either Fonz is disappeared into his house, in which case he will join us on his computer in a moment. Of course, there's no write a song challenge this week because he didn't take his guitar to Cambridge. He should take his guitar wherever he goes, and then he could actually make up a song whilst he's on the move. Okay. Now, where do we need your help? Dirtstream and Drive I've already mentioned. Dirtstream and Drive is on the 16th of April, and if you want to get involved and send out a tweet on that day, then please go to this landing page and sign up. We're not going to spam you. Basically, on April 15th, you get a message saying, could you tweet this tomorrow? Could you share this on Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or even LinkedIn on the 16th to raise awareness of Dirtstream and Drive Day? It's just a single post, and we're not going to spam you. Just need to join Sergeant TCS's messenger, and you'll be kept informed. And then, as I said, the day before, you get a message from Sergeant TCS telling you exactly how you can help on the day. This is the 4th year that the event has run, and in the previous 3 years, John Upton and I have hosted, and we're doing the same again this week. There'll be 3 or 4 shows during the course of the day, which you're welcome to join in. The whole point of the day is to discourage people from streaming and driving. As a second's distraction while streaming and driving can actually mean you lose control of the car, or you don't see somebody else losing control of their car. So don't stream and drive. It's actually legal in the UK to do so. You get points on your license and a fine, but there are still people who do it, and we're trying to get the message out there that streaming and driving is not a thing to do, and you can look to shows going out over the next 30 days as we count down to April 16th, and you can get involved at any time, and we'd appreciate it. And if you can share the posts that we do, then that would be good too. Now, it's not about, okay, I live in, let's say, Australia. Even if you live in Australia, you can actually share it out on Twitter, and you could reach your English friends. So it's a global message in any event. As I say, there's a parallel situation run by Mitch Jackson in the USA, and we're all of the same mind that streaming and driving is not the way to do it, and you should wait until you've actually stopped and then stream. I mean, there's a difference between listening to the radio or listening to a podcast and actually concentrating on driving than there is in actually live streaming, or even worse, watching a live stream whilst you're in the car. So Don't Stream and Drive Day is April 16th, and John and myself are involved. And if you want to get involved too, you can help, then just drop me a message and I can arrange it. I assure you we can use all the help we can get, because this year we're starting from scratch in getting a group of people together to actually do the tweeting and the Facebooking on the 16th of April. And we're using this social media to actually bring people together and all send out messages on 16th of April. All right, as you probably gathered by now, I'm actually making it up as I go along. If you've got any questions, talking of questions, let's have a few more pop questions, shall we? So whilst we're waiting for Fonz, I'm going to bring the pop quiz back up, and we're going to go on to our next song. Right, okay. Next question for you. And Kelly's in the audience now, so we probably get a good answer. Who had a hit with this song? Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. Was it Kim Carnes, Vangelis, Police, or Rick James? I'm trying not to give it away in the way I read this, but who had a hit with Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic? Was it Kim Carnes, Vangelis, the Police, not the Police, Police, or Rick James? So whilst you're thinking about your answers to that question, I'm going to go on to our next topic and trying to find it. And Kelly's got the answer. Kelly's saying Police. Does everyone agree with Kelly? Is the answer Police? Let's find out as we go over to the Trivia Plaza and click Police. Spot on, Kelly. Right, and our next question. Oh, sorry, I just smile when I know the answer. Who had a hit song with this? Who had a hit with this song? Super Trooper. Was it John Lennon, Roxy Music, Kim Carnes, or ABBA? And if I know the answer, and Gospel's saying Police as well, so both right on that. The current question is, who, I'm trying to find the page again, who had a hit with Super Trooper? Was it John Lennon, Roxy Music, Kim Carnes, or ABBA? And we're waiting for, and Kelly's saying Sting. I'm not sure whether there's a delay between the two. So just read the question for final time. Who had a hit with Super Trooper? Was it John Lennon, Roxy Music, Kim Carnes, or ABBA? And Gospel's going for ABBA. I think I'm going to agree with you, Gospel, for a very good reason. That is the right answer. Right, and still waiting for Fonz to come back. So let's see. Oh, we'll get a more difficult question here. Unless you actually know the answer. Who had a hit with Queen of Hearts? Was it Vangelis, Blondie, Bruce Springsteen, Juice Newton? And well done on the last one, Gospel. Okay, and Kelly said ABBA too. Just got a delay. Sting was for the police one. Okay, yep. Okay, that's good. So our current question, and I don't know whether Fonz is going to come back, but I'll go with this question and then come and chat for a moment or two. Who had a hit with Queen of Hearts? Was it Vangelis, Blondie, Bruce Springsteen, or Juice Newton? Now, Kelly's going Blondie. And Gospel, do we agree? Was it Blondie? I'm not going to sing it. You're okay. Even if you're right, I will not sing. That's a promise. If David's in the audience, he can come and sing. Or if Peter's in the audience, he can come and sing. And Gospel's saying Blondie too. So we've got 2 votes for Blondie. Let's go with Blondie. And no. Now there's a shock. There is a shock. So the question we've got to ask ourselves is, who is Juice Newton? That's one for Wikipedia after the show, because I'd never heard of him or her or them. So that was unexpected. Okay, and the final question for now. Right, okay. Who had a hit with Arthur's theme? The best that you can do. Was it Queen and David Bowie, Rick Springfield, Phil Collins, or Christopher Cross? Arthur's theme, the best that you can do. Was it Queen and David Bowie, Rick Springfield, Phil Collins, or Christopher Cross? And that's our final question for today. And no, oops, I'm not sure what that's. Yeah, indeed. I don't know who Juice Newton is. I'm going to find out after the show, because that was a complete surprise to me. And if you want to take a guess on this question before we well, I'll read it for one last time whilst you're typing your answers. Who had a hit with Arthur's theme? The best that you can do. Was it Queen and David Bowie, Rick Springfield, Phil Collins, or Christopher Cross? I know who I'm going to go with, if you trust me. And Gospel's no idea, but he's guessing Phil Collins. And Kelly's going for Christopher Cross, and I'm going to go for Christopher Cross as well. So Christopher Cross. And Kelly and I finish on a high note, and I'm going to stop sharing the screen and come back. Okay, so we'll have more quiz questions next week. Well done, Kelly. Well done, Gospel, for the ones that you got to. It's just a bit of fun, but it does test our knowledge, and we still want to know who Juice Newton is. So if you do find out, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to Google it afterwards. It's Thursday. It has been today. Anything goes. With myself, Stephen Healey, and Fonz Chamberlain. We generally get together for an hour every Tuesday to talk things over and just generally explore this world of live video. And it's great when friends come along and actually talk with us. It's much more fun that way. And we've had Cheryl with us today, and Kelly, and Gospel. And if you don't comment, we don't know who you are. So if you just want to say hello, then please do. And then we can have a chat after the show. Now, just a reminder that next week on Tuesday, we are in fact taking a rest. Well, it's not taking a rest. Next Tuesday, I just want to find it here. It's got to be somewhere in my list. And I'm going slowly through it, and I probably won't find it. So I'm going to tell you about it anyway. I've lost it. Okay. Going through it again. All right. Okay, I found it. Okay. I thought I had notes against it. That's why I missed it. And right. Okay. Now John's here to actually put us right. And okay, we have the answer, and this is why we all got fooled. Judy Kay, Juice Newton is an American pop and country singer. Okay, I put the right one up. Pop and country singer. I'll go for. Let's put singer up there. Singer. So there we have it. That's White Fox Gospel and I, because obviously it didn't chart in the UK. So Gospel and I can be forgiven. And I don't know whether country music is your bag, Kelly, but I think we can all be forgiven for getting that one wrong, because that came out of left field. So Fonz and I will be here next Tuesday at the same time, but we're broadcasting for charity. And if you have a charity you'd like to raise awareness of, just contact myself or Fonz, and Brigetti will be with us. And we're broadcasting for 4 hours from 10 a.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. Eastern next Tuesday. And we're broadcasting about charities which need your help. And we're not talking money help here, we're talking promotion help, based in Africa, several different countries in Africa, UK and Europe, and the USA and Canada. And during the 4-hour show, all right, okay, very good. Right, I'm going to, just a minute. I'll get back to the messages in a minute. I'm just in full flow here. You can join us live on the show, as Aaron did, and we're inviting everybody who appeared in the last show back, so that we're building on what we did with the first show, which had a very warm and good reception. It was a very moving show as people told their stories, and it is really our way of giving back. So we're going live for 4 hours for charity next week. Right, catching up with the comments then. Right, okay, I've noted that for the future, Kelly, that Kelly likes country music too. Okay, all good. And John's pleading the fifth, correction, don't show up when the comment is uploaded. I know Mr. Google is your friend, is my friend too. Okay. Right, so the answer we didn't get in the pop quiz earlier is Judy Kay. Okay, let's have one last question before we close down. Let's just share my desktop again, hopefully. One last question. And we're going with 1981 songs. And okay, and waiting for a second. Right, okay. And we have our song. And the question is, before we end today's show, the question for everyone is, and you can all vote, who had a hit song with Rapture? Was it Blondie, Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, Foreigner, or John Lennon? Not Lemon, excuse me, John Lennon. Who had a hit with Rapture? Was it Blondie, Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, Foreigner, or John Lennon? Okay, if you type your guesses in, I won't put the answer, well, I won't even guess without some help here. So if you want to put your guess or even correct answer, it would be good. Okay, and okay, just a note that if you check out North Arts FM, you can actually catch Fonz's radio show, which is a mixture of music and history and talk, and over the weekend, and the replay as well. So if you go to here, let's bring it up. That's Fonz's radio, no, that's the radio station that Fonz appears on. North Arts FM, that's North Hertfordshire, which is pretty close to Fonz's heart, and you can actually catch him there. All right, okay, now we've got a split vote here. Gospel's going for Foreigner. Kelly's going for Blondie again, but he thought that before and we were wrong. Right, okay, I'm going to plump for, that's a good word, I like the word plump. So let's go over to the scoreboard, and I'm going to go, because Kelly and I are not sure. We're going to go with Foreigner. Ah! All right, one more then. Okay, our score was 6. Okay, so let's just go again. Is it the same songs? All right, that's right. Final song then. Okay, for today is who had a hit with For Your Eyes. We can't finish on a lose. Who had a hit with For Your Eyes Only? Was it Sheena Easton, Barbra Streisand and Barry Gibb, Blondie, or John Lennon? For Your Eyes Only. Now I know this. For Your Eyes Only, John's going Blondie, and Kelly can't see Cyndi Lauper. I think John's going Blondie for every question. I'm going to, well, now, that I think John's answering the previous question. I'll just read this question again. For Your Eyes Only, was it Sheena Easton, Barbra Streisand and Barry Gibb, Blondie, or John Lennon? And I give you a hint here. Think James Bond. And that should give you the answer. Indeed, 007. And Kelly, Gospel was thinking Blondie or not. Okay, this is for all of us. This is a vote from everyone here. I'm going to say that For Your Eyes Only was sung by Sheena Easton. Whew! We're finished on a high note. So that was Sheena Easton. It was indeed the theme song to a Bond film, sung by Sheena Easton. And Kelly's agreeing it was Sheena Easton. And John's agreeing it's Sheena Easton. So we're all on the same page. We all got it right. And Kelly got the 007 reference as well. All right. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that Fonz is on his way back today. I've enjoyed your company. Fonz has enjoyed your company too. Thanks you for your birthday wishes yesterday and today. He and I will be back, as I say, next week, same time, with a charity show. And it's been our pleasure to broadcast to you today. And as Debbie would say, if you no, we can't use other people's catchphrases, can we? To everybody who's joined us today, thank you. It's been absolutely brilliant, and it's been a laugh and a smile. Gospel, thank you. And okay, I'll see you after I've been on Saturday on the People's March in London with 1 million other people. I'll bring back my thoughts about it. It is for a cause. And it's going to be an interesting day. So thank you for watching today. This has been Stephen in Wiltshire in England, and you're awesome. Take care. See you again soon. Bye. And I've just got a few seconds before I press the button. And Gospel's saying thank you. You're welcome, Gospel. Any more comments before I close the show? Okay, I'm going to close it. This is it. It's a wrap.